Let's jump right into our first color, which is going to be peach. So take a look in your art box and find any peach you may have. I'm using markers, but you could use anything you may have in your art box. So let's take our peach and use it on a few different areas together. We're going to use it inside of Bluey's ears and also on the middle of Bluey's face. So let's go ahead and start out here at the very top and color that in with the peach or any similar color you might have available in your art box. And if you're using crayons or colored pencils, that will work just fine if you have a very similar color. And you can also get creative. If you don't have the peach color available, you can go ahead and use any color you would like. Get as creative as possible. Here, there's a little spot here above Bluey's eyebrow, so make sure you get that. And then you want to go ahead and color in Bluey's right ear on the inside. And now, once we finished both of the insides of Bluey's ear, let's move on to the middle of Bluey's face. So right in here, around the mouth and underneath Bluey's nose, this is also going to use that light peach color. So feel free to take your time and outline it as you go. If that helps you, I always recommend outlining it, especially when the spaces get a little smaller for you. And then you can just feel free to color it in because you know where exactly to stop without going over your lines. Very nice. So once we are finished here, we'll be able to move on to our next color together. Okay, so now you can put your peach aside and let's move on to our second color, which is going to be blue. So of course, Bluey is blue, and we're going to use this blue on most of Bluey's body. So let's go ahead. There's a couple of places that we'll do with this blue color. And let's start out actually here on the left side on the inside of Bluey's tail. So we're going to use blue and another shade of blue in a little while because Bluey, as we know, is a very blue puppy. So let's go ahead and color this in right in here. Then we can go ahead and color in the bottom, or the top rather, the top part of Bluey's left leg with that same blue. And now let's go ahead, of course, and color in the right part, the right leg on top for Bluey. And then we're going to jump back up to the top together and color in other parts of Bluey's body with the same color. So let's move now up to the inside of Bluey's body here. So we want to not color in this top circle. We want to leave that as is, and let's go right in here and leave all of those spots white for now. We're going to color in those other spots a different color, okay? But for now, let's color this in, these little areas, and then right here, the arm for Bluey, right there like that in that same blue. So you're going to have a lot of lines that you need to go around. So just outline it first if you can, if that helps you, and then you color it in very carefully. Just take your time. There's no rush when you are creating a masterpiece. So right in here, you want to go ahead and color this in, and in here it gets a little small. So you see that? So go around and create an outline around Bluey's eye and eyebrow, and then we can go ahead and color this in with our blue. So right in here, right in the middle, in between Bluey's eyes, that will get the blue, and above that peach color, so above the shape where we put that peach, let's get in there with the blue very carefully. Take your time, and we can get that blue in there, and then we can go ahead and color this in very similarly, just like so, underneath Bluey's mouth. Let's work around that spot on Bluey's stomach, and in here inside the mouth, and over here on the right side We are getting the rest of Bluey's body with that blue. And now the last piece will be the right arm here. And there's one other area. Once we finish with this, there's one other area I want to use for this blue together. And it's actually at the very bottom of this page. It's for our Bluey name. So here we have the word Bluey, and we start out with our letter B. So let's color this in blue the same way. Just be very careful. It does not have to be perfect. Just try your best to stay within those lines. And this will give us a little bit more color on the page at the very end, coloring in this Bluey name. So we're on to the L, which is our second letter. Our third letter is the letter U. So let's color that in. And next will be the letter E. Color that in as well. And last but not least, of course, is the letter Y. So let's color that in with the blue. Great work, everyone. Great work. Hopefully you're having a great time at home, relaxing, coloring step by step with Sam's Cool Colors. Okay, so now we can move on to our next color, which is going to be black. So any color you have in your art box that's black, grab that, and we can go ahead and use that in one spot. Okay, we're going to use it on Bluey's nose. So right here, you see there's a circle shape in there. We're going to leave that white. Let's color around it as best as you can. So basically, use your crayon, colored pencil, your marker, anything you're using in your art box, and color around that shape. Okay, we do not want to color that in. Let's leave that white, and it's going to give us a nice nose effect, just like that. Perfect. Great work. So we finished with our black. Now let's move on to a few more colors to finish out our Bluey together. The first one to finish it out is going to be a light blue. So if you have a light blue similar to this one, or a light aqua, anything that's on the lighter blue or baby blue side, let's go with this light blue. And we're going to use this on a few different areas on our Bluey. To start, let's go at the very top and color in Bluey's eyebrows. So Bluey's eyebrows, as you know, are a lighter shade of blue than the rest of his body. So let's color in his eyebrows with that blue, just like that. And now we're going to move on to Bluey's hands. So Bluey's hands also will get this same light blue color, just like that. Beautiful. And let's get the right hand as well. Bluey's waving at us. Let's make sure to color that in with that light blue. Excellent. And now let's move on to Bluey's feet. And we're going to now go with that same color and go to Bluey's right foot. Perfect. Just follow along that shape and take your time, just like that. And the last part that we'll need our light blue on is the middle section of Bluey's body. So let's go ahead and color that in as well with that light blue. Very nice, just like that. Follow along that same shape on the center of Bluey's body. And you can see now with this on the page, we have multiple blue shades all working together on our Bluey, just like that. Okay, so now we can move on to our final color, which is going to be a violet. So if you have any color similar to this one, which is a violet or a purple, grab that from your art box, and we're going to finish out our Bluey with this color. So let's start out on the bottom left here with the back of Bluey's tail. So with this violet color, let's go ahead and color in that end of Bluey's tail. So let's color that in and be very careful. It's a little bit of a smaller area, and then you're going to run into where the blue is on the rest of his tail. So just go ahead, color that in. Now there's a few spots on Bluey's back right over here that we want to color in with this same color together, just like so. And right on the bottom, same color. Beautiful. And now let's jump up to the top. So we're going to now color in right over here the spots on Bluey's face, right next to Bluey's eyes with that same violet color. So let's go ahead and go up and down and carefully outline it as we go, just like this. As we get closer to the eyebrow, I'm just going to follow that shape to help me stay within the lines. Very nice. Just like that. And let's go around Bluey's eye, Bluey's big eye. And then we want to color that in very carefully. Now that I've outlined it, it's going to be much easier. So just a tip you can use at home, just like that. And now we can go up to the top of Bluey's ear. So let's go ahead and get the rest of his ear. Remember, when we started, we colored in the inside of Bluey's ear in peach. So now we want to color in the rest of it with this violet color. Excellent. Terrific work. And now let's move on to the right ear. We're almost there with finishing out our Bluey. So here, let's finish this out with that little area outside of the ear. And now we have the other spot on the right side above Bluey's right ear. So let's just go ahead and color that in with that violet, just like so. Great work. So now we finished coloring in our page of Bluey together using 6 colors.